Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Just a little update video again, talking about things. I never really did these all too much before. I mean, I did them at times, but not like as regularly as I'm doing right now. And I kind of like it. It's therapeutic for myself. It gives you an update and an insight on what's going on in my life. And it's just, I don't know, it just works for me. I just like to have a point in the week, whether that's the start of the week, the end of the week, or just whether I feel like it. Where I just talk about things going on in my life, plans I have, ambitions I have, things I came up with, things I've discovered that don't work for me, or anything of the sort. I just really enjoy taking my time, discussing them, talking about it, and be open and honest about it. So, today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. Some are exciting for me, actually. I've taken up a new study. I'm studying life coaching, and I'm going to be studying psychology after this. The reason I'm doing this, is because I feel like there is a future for me there at some point. Like, I obviously will always keep doing YouTube, and I will keep enjoying this, and gaming, whether it's playing games or talking about them on the other channel. Link is in the description if you haven't seen it already. That will always be me. That will always be my bread and butter. Like, I will enjoy that always, and I will always have an interest in that and take care of that. And those channels will always be something that I put effort in. But I feel like over the last period of time, as you may or may not know, maybe you do if you watch me regularly, it's been kind of rough for me. And I've gone through a lot of emotions and a lot of things and a lot of thoughts. And the one thing that I just kept thinking about is, I wish there just was something or someone that could like help me with all of these problems that I'm having right now. I wish someone could just talk to me and help me clear my head and, you know, just help me get going again. Help me figure out my things and figure out my life and make sure that I'm able to get going and just restart, basically. So, you know, I was just Googling up a bit, trying to find, you know, people, consultants, maybe, you know, not necessarily like therapy or something, but just like people giving you tips on what you do in situations like my own. And I actually found it to be very interesting. I read a lot of articles on it. I read a lot of people with different opinions, compared them to each other, gave my own personal touch to it of what I think was better. And it sparked an interest of mine. And I think it kind of relates with doing YouTube as well. It's the way I'm doing it right now. Like, I'm doing this to entertain people, to make people laugh, to make them have a good time. If they're having a bad day, then hopefully my videos can help someone get their bad day to be a little bit better, even if it's just a little bit. You know, that would help for me. Getting a smile on someone's face, entertaining them. That's basically why I do this. And I think it extends in a way that, you know, me going after a way to help people in different ways is just an extension of that. You know, of that feeling and an emotion and that craving I have to help people, make people happy, make people smile, and make their lives a better place and a better time to be. So I think that's why I took a particular interest to this. It's, you know, I've been studying it for a couple of days now, so I'm not very far into it, but I just find it very interesting. And I actually find that I'm, you know, as I'm reading through these chapters and learning things about it, that I'm actually finding it interesting and I'm actually wanting to learn more. And I think that's something that tells a lot about how my interest in the subject is. So I'm very happy that I took that on. It's a great distraction for me to, you know, kind of do something else for a bit, you know, get a different gear going. And I'm really enjoying it so far. Now, related to that, I will be starting another channel, a third channel, which is totally not related to the two that I have right now in the slightest. Just to warn you right off, it might not be for you, and that's totally fine. Because obviously I have this channel, on which I play games or talk to you guys at some points, be a bit more personal. And I have the other channel, which is more of a journalistic kind of thing, in which I talk about new and upcoming games or movies, the news, in the gaming world and community, and give my view on them. And then the third channel that I will be launching will be, it has nothing to do with games. Nothing at all. Not with movies or the whole culture around that. It will actually be based around me making videos about subjects to help people in difficult situations, or just help people find themselves a bit better in even not so difficult situations. So I will basically be making videos about health, how you can stay healthy, how you can be healthy, what's deemed healthy, what you shouldn't do. Videos about your career, how do you pursue your dream career, how do you go at school, how do you get motivation, how to deal with ambitions. Relationships, how to deal with breakups, how to deal with relationship problems, how to find love or know and find what love is for you, what you want. You know, all these sort of subjects and things that people will find that they have problems with in their day-to-day lives, which basically is what life coaching means. You know, helping people not even solve their day-to-day problems, but like get better at them, get better at things to make sure that those problems are no problems anymore, you know? And, you know, that's something that I wanted to do. So I started preparing things for that. I will be making the third channel and, you know, making videos on those subjects. Now, it won't affect this channel or the other channel in the slightest. You know, I will still upload daily to this channel and as often as possible to the other channel. And every once in a while, when I have a subject and I've read my articles and I found my proof of the things that I'm actually trying to say, and prepared my video on the subject, I will be putting out a video on there, which might not be as often, but still, I feel like if I just put it out there and someone finds it and it helps someone move on, or get better or help or anything, then I've done my job. Then I've done what I want to do and intend with that video. So I'll be moving on to that while, of course, studying life coaching and psychology, so getting better at it in the process as well. And it's also great for experience in the process, of course. It's not like an eye-to-eye, person-to-person scenario, but still, it's a good way to help me develop my skills when it comes to finding problems, finding solutions to those problems, and just helping people and talk in a way that will motivate them or get them from point A to point B. I've also started writing a book on this. Now, again, this is not something big. I think I've already explained that I'm writing something right now. I'm actually also recording audio bits as I write them. So I would write like 10 to 15 pages, and then I narrate them in the microphone and, you know, render those out. So I get at the end, this will probably be like a big compilation of tips and helps on different subjects that I will put out in both like a book version, paper version, or well, ebook, and in MP3 version format, because I narrate them as well. Which is fun. It's time consuming. The narrating especially. I actually find that writing goes faster than narrating. Like writing, I can write 10, 20 pages in maybe an hour, but to narrate that same amount of pages takes me the double amount of time. I don't know why, it just takes a lot longer to talk than to type, obviously. For me, it does at least. But look, I'm very much enjoying it. So it's basically me starting up another business next to what I'm already doing on YouTube, which is basically, in a way, consulting, helping, coaching, and, you know, making people, giving people a way out, giving people a way to talk about their problems or find solutions to them without even having to talk about them personally. So that's something that I'm pursuing right now. It's very exciting for me, something new. Something I obviously never would have thought I would like at all. I've never even thought about it, you know, being a coach, helping people out in that way. But I guess my recent scenario and the recent things happening in my life, like kind of drew me towards people helping other people, because I kind of needed to find someone who could help me or just tell me those exact words that I needed to hear. And I just find that it was extremely satisfying to have that. And it made me think that, you know, I want to be that for someone else. I want to be that too. So that's where I picked this up. Now, for some, this might sound as an extremely drastic decision. And it kind of is. Let's be honest. It kind of is. But that's how I've lived my life. Always. That's how I will continue to live my life. I'm very drastic and drawn to my emotions and my gut feelings, which I personally consider to be a positive thing. Some might think it's risky, dangerous, or reckless. I think it's a positive thing. I go after my feelings. You know, if I feel that I want something, obviously, I'm not doing it like one day I'm doing one thing and the next day I'm doing another thing because I don't want the other thing anymore. But as soon as I feel like I'm motivated to do something and I'm willing to put in effort for it and I feel like there's a future in there for me because I want it, then I'll go after it. Even though it's something entirely different from what I've done. I mean, a great example is that I actually took up studying engineering at one point and I didn't like it at all. So I just instantly moved and I went from engineering to going into media and filming, which is like polar opposites basically, but it's just what my heart felt drawn towards and what I wanted to do, and I took that up. Now that's basically how I live my life, and I will continue to do that. So there's just been a little update about me. I hope all is well with you as well, of course, which is very important to me. I have been releasing daily videos on the other channel about the E3 coverage, obviously, because there's loads of things to talk about. So if you haven't seen all of those yet, make sure to check out the channel. I'll leave a little eye and a link down in the description to watch all of my reactions and news updates about new upcoming games and trailers and all of that great stuff. It's been great. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Normally there's gaming content on here, but this will happen every once in a while as well, because I feel like I want a personal connection in one way or another. Just by talking to you, venting at times, sometimes positive messages like now. And I just feel like that creates a connection in between us that I really want, because I care about you. And, you know, I want us to feel like we're friends, because that's what we are to me. You're my friend. And that's why I share this with you. But anyway, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until the next time. Bye-bye.